head down here toward Corona and see what this special weather statement storm's doing. Wind shear is going to be a little bit better to the north today. So we're going to play north. Not confidently, we're going to play north. A little bit better wind shear. Thermodynamics better south. Let's make sure our audio is working. Audio meter does not inspire confidence right now. I think it's working. That sounds like there's audio. Let's see. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I think it's working. That sounds like there's audio. Let's see. Yep, I can confirm that there's audio going into that exact mic. Okay. Sam, it was just important, okay? I know it's not the most complex and advanced way to test audio, but that's just how we did it, okay? Goodness, everyone's a dang backseat driver. Look at this guy. Backseat driving right there. Sam's backseat driving back there, just thinking he knows everything. Let's go down here and see what this one little storm's doing. This one looks like it's rotating, at least. I don't know much else, but... that's working too. Perfect. That's working. So, okay. It's always so difficult. It's really not, but I keep making it more and more difficult for no reason whatsoever. What's up, buddy? Okay, let's stop in a second. Let you out. It's a nice little line of stuff here. I mean, that's what models had shown. You're going to get a line of, like, basically supercells-ish embedded in lines, etc. It's going to be a really difficult day of chasing. Very messy today. I agree with that, though, Steez. It's very... Thank you for that. Yes, very pretty here, especially this area. I love this area. And yeah, also just want to shout out that for confirming the audio works. It's very much appreciated. I do appreciate when our wonderful peeps help us out. Southwest Devon right now. Got a couple little storms here. Not too fired. I mean, I'm not too fired up about today, but I'm also not fired up about today. It's definitely not the chase of the year by any stretch, but it could be an interesting day. And we got a lot of stuff to learn. I mean, every day is a great day to learn when it comes to weather. So, but yeah, I'm gonna work my way down here just a little bit, 5, 6, 7 miles. We'll stop, look out to the west, southwest there, and see what we're looking at. Right down the road here would be the cell we're looking at. There's like a mesa out there in the distance. That's a mesa out there in the distance on the right. You can see it just kind of popping up over the hill. That storm that we're looking at is probably right there, just to the left, right of it. Thank you so much for that. Yep, definitely will today. And we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Tell you what, more than like 5 people watching. You are all welcome to ask questions. I'll try to answer them all. But this one's a great one, asking what's the scariest chase. For me, it was probably the April 14th, 2011 storm chase down in Tushka, Oklahoma, southeast Oklahoma, south of Durant, just north of the Red River, south of Atoka, actually, north of the Red River. Very, very scary day down there. Ended up basically inside the outer edges of a monster EF3 tornado multi-vortex wedge. It was not the best moment. I mean, that's now 13, 14 years ago, but that one will always stick out to me as the scariest chase I've ever had, because that one was really, really, really scary. Just had we had tree limbs hitting the car, the windshield wipers had flipped upside down. I'm sure there's several versions of that video on our channel to check out as well. There's plenty of versions of that out there, short, long, etc. So always happy to chat about stuff. So yeah, questions always welcome. Sean's checking in, saying hello. Well, I'm checking in from near Vaughn, New Mexico. If anybody else wants to say where you're watching from, you can do that. Let's turn that off. We're in this is a pretty challenging cell network area, so don't be surprised if we run in and out a little bit today, if it's a little choppy at times. I can tell you one exciting piece of information. We're definitely going to have Starlink internet, satellite internet hooked up to the car starting next spring. So downtime is going to be minimal to 0 at that point, which is going to be awesome. Really excited about that. Going to change the game on that. See a car on the side of the road, you immediately assume storm chaser, but that's just someone who broke down. That's funny. Yep, just today's a day where we're expecting crowded storm motions. You can see on this shot right now, you can see all these low clouds. That's going to be very common today. There is a lot of lift, both from the surface and aloft. There's a closed low centered over the desert southwest, and what you're seeing is, I mean, it's very actually simple. You're seeing these storms just really going to form just about everywhere. There's no cap whatsoever, so this lift is just going to result in storm towers going up. But because you're getting that lift from the lower levels, it's very moist in the low levels. There's going to be a lot of low clouds, so this is going to be a very common scene in between storms today. Is because you've got that so much moisture flowing north and kind of loading up in the lower atmosphere. You're going to have storms that just do this right here. They're just going to sit here and have low clouds all around them. So probably not the prettiest storms today, but we have made do before. It doesn't mean you can't have a good storm chase, but definitely that's one little piece of the atmosphere you can see at work right now. Just very easily out there. These low clouds are an indicator of that. And yeah, we just, because of that, you also have some very cool surface temperatures. It's very atypical. This is not a typical storm chase day by any stretch. So, and because of that, it's just like, I definitely, it feels out of character for New Mexico. This feels like something you would be chasing like maybe the northern plains in like the early mid-May, where it's kind of cool looking, or it's, you know, the Dixie area during the cool seasons. This has that kind of a feel to it, actually. I think you can see our storm base up here now. Let's see, as we get up top of this hill. I don't really want to go into Corona, but I guess we will if we have to. Oh no, Corona's way up here, we're good. Yeah, I think that's our storm base right there, coming into view. Yeah, let's turn you down ND filter. You can see right there, basically right behind the windmills there, just to the right there's a lowered area. I think that's our storm base. Velocity's not very promising right now. It's not severe warned either, so but this is going to be a day where they do take a while to get going and such. So I think the max risk is actually starting in about an hour or so. It'll last from then to 5. I don't know if it'll last much into the evening. Model's really just taking stability down as the day goes on. But we are very happy to make our way. And it's also possible that that's our south storm up ahead. I think that's what it is, and our actual storm's behind this mesa over here to the right. So we've got mesas on all sides of us. It makes it really, really fun. Yeah, this is Duran. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm oriented now. Should have a view of a storm shortly. Yes, there's low cloud bases today for sure. The difference between that temperature and dew point are very low. That's called the temperature dew point depression, and that is a great shorthand way of judging cloud base height for tornadoes. Anything 15 or below is gangbusters, by good stuff. In my opinion, I like 10 to 15. We're actually going to be below 10 for sure, if not below 5. So that means we're like ground scraping, very low cloud bases today here in New Mexico. And really strong wind shear. That's the other thing that just has to be mentioned. It's just very strong wind shear today, especially for here. Like I said, this is kind of an atypical setup in a lot of ways. Actually going to stop up here pretty shortly. I don't think there's any real need to go too much further. These are very small cells. This one here, southwest of Vaughn's, the first one we're going to take a look at. Not severe yet, so I'm not that. We're not there yet, I don't think, but merge left. How about if I find a spot to pull off to the right? I believe in it. Hey, bud. Yep, we'll get you out of here in a second. Sam needs to go potty anyways. Here we go. How about this, Sam? This looks like a good road. Hopefully we don't get a train block us in here. Oh, get a little bit of... Got some scud or something happening over here. I'll go over here and pull off, and maybe we'll be able to keep a view of this. Strangely forested here, right? Maybe I am in Dixie. That's exactly where we're at. Yeah, maybe that's where we're at. Let's go up here just a little further, because that's not a view even I want to have. I'm like usually willing to sacrifice a little bit. That's so great to hear. Yeah, appreciate that so much. Yeah, I love teaching, so it's like one of my favorite things is to talk weather. So questions, comments, etc. always welcome. Hey bud, you ready to get out of here for a second? I'll stop up here in a second and let Sam out, but I'm gonna find a spot. Oh, that was rough. Find a spot maybe where there's a little bit more clear air. Maybe a clearing in these trees. Like I said, we might just be in Dixie. I shouldn't be having to worry about this. But yet here we are. Here's what we're going to do, Sam. Pull up here. There we go. I'm just going to pull off right here. It's just enough that you can see. Out there at Dark Base is our storm base. Is our first storm base. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to take Sam out really quick, and then we'll be right back and do some more talking. So if you have questions, do ask them, and yeah, we'll make this work in a second. Hey bud, yeah, just keep running. You got time to run. Oh, it's very dark too. Well, when I talk about storm chasing in New Mexico, I don't talk about scenes like this because they don't happen often. Oh, there's someone coming down this road. What are the odds? The storm right there, it's almost severe. So Sam, load up. Come on, Sam, load up. Load up. Sam, load up. Thank you. So, yeah, what are the odds, Sam? We get out here and start storm chasing, and I'm on this road that probably I wouldn't think anybody would be on, and here we are immediately. Already running into people. Well, let's just work our way back to the highway, I guess. I'm glad you got out and run a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is so funny. Feels like I'm chasing in Dixie right now. I'm in eastern Oklahoma, all the trees, hills. The most wide open country on earth, and we're somehow in the chase storms in a spot that's not. It's all is in the 5% though. Yeah, I know, buddy. should probably wait. Right, Sam? I agree, we should wait. See back there, that's the storm behind us. Now you see that truck? Yeah. That's while we're waiting. There we go. That's the storm behind us. Here we go. Switching over. There's the base of it. It's like a wall cloud there. I mean, it really is. It's the weakest dang wall cloud I've ever seen. But technically, you would call that a wall cloud. It's in the right spot. It's not doesn't look that menacing, threatening, or even rotating. Doesn't look like any of that, but it is there. Counts for something. I promise you it's there. Now you're just seeing a hill, but as we dip down, you might not even be getting the video signal. That was quite the dip. There we go. So yeah, I mean, that's our storm. First storm for sure. We was kind of hoping maybe there'd be just a spot to pull off up here. If we could just, without just a ton of trees. That really wasn't ideal back there, all the trees. Definitely think I want to get some video here though. This is good enough. Stuff like this, it's not my favorite storm structure, but it's good for teaching different things. A lot of people see storms like this, so you want to make sure that you're capturing the storms you see, because that's important for documentation purposes. Yeah, this is a lot better down here. It's a couple miles down and it opens up again. Hey bud, don't take it so hard. So, planning on being out here a couple hours at least today. So we'll see what happens. This is me chasing because it's a Saturday and I kind of like chasing. I like seeing storms, but not taking the day too serious just yet. See what happens though. There we go. This will be perfect if there's a little pull off and a gate. Right here. Oh, Sam sees a cow. Yeah, Sam sees a cow. Yeah, so you can see that's our first storm of the day there. Hey, bud. Hey, I see the cow. I appreciate so much your concern. That's not a good start. First thing, and the battery's dead. All right. Hey, no, don't. He sees that cow right there. You can see the other end of it right here. You see that cow? Yeah? Here. I'm gonna get out. We're close to the edge of the road, so let's put your seatbelt on, huh? Finally again. You do not need to be trying to run out on the 4-lane highway. something off. Huh. Thanks so much for that. Oh, he's my favorite. Best chase partner in the world. Rookie of the Year, Storm Chaser, too. They don't get much better than Sam. Now, Sam, you don't do anything silly. Just sit there, keep an eye on the cow for me. Went well. I should actually be on, but it's not. That's an interesting problem. Let's turn you on. Help me walk out there. Yeah, you can see the cow in a storm. It's kind of mean looking, very cold looking too. And it's kind of, there's structure to that base, but it doesn't look, I don't know. What's going on here? Well, that's one way to mess up a time lapse, I guess. Oh, I see. Battery's a piece of crap. Of course it's not broadcasting, there's no power in that battery. Sam, I ever told you how disheveled of a mess this is today? Here. I believe in things. Okay, yeah, that'll reach over there now. Oh, I believe in you. You're gonna work. What do you think about that, Sam? Yeah. There's our storm again. Oop. There we go. It's actually a bull. Pissed off. Okay. Yeah, it's working. Train. It's broadcasting on channel 6. I believe in you. I know you're doing it. Oh. What's the problem? Yep. It's a cold looking storm, Sam. Train's done. Trying to get my wireless video thing to pair. I got a great view outside of the car right now, but you can't see it. It's very cold looking. It's very cold feeling. Maybe? Not yet. Radar scan. Be back in the car in a second to look at everything. Oh, ho, ho, now it's working. All right. All right, I knew it would work. So basically, I think our storm, the first one, is back up there in that mesa. We're going to track back north in a second. You can see there's more storms through here. There's the cow Sam's been so obsessed with. There's more storms out through here. So the plan is to just play this corridor. My goodness, Red Bull can. But play this corridor right here and see if we can get anything. It's pretty cold though, unfortunately. What do you think about that, Sam? Yeah, here we go. Turn the record off. Turn that off. Jeez. That sucks. Didn't want that Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper anyways. I didn't like it. It wasn't any good. Alright, we're going to retreat north here and see what's going on with this cell. Okay, let's turn this back on. Right there. Come on, Sam. Alright. It's a great question. You can see a dark area out there. Just beyond that is our storm that I'm watching right now. We're just, if you're following along on radar at home, the storm west-southwest of Vaughan. Not that impressive. I will say it is a cool environment, so I don't know how how impressive they will be at all today. But kind of playing around. They're going to be interacting with a little boundary through here, so just kind of playing around with that right now. And welcome, joining in from South Asia. But I'm currently like just kind of paying attention to this first storm here. It's very blobby. It doesn't have much to it on radar. There is a bit of a lowering out here to my right. I don't think I can get it over far enough to see it, but it's not that impressive. So, I mean, we're not out here breaking storm chasing records or anything right now. That's for sure. So, these certainly got a long way to go before they're more than interesting. Here, I think I can get that comment off of there now. Yeah. We got a special weather statement. It was for 50 mile per hour hail and 50 mile per hour winds and nickel-size hail. Another storm to our south. So there's stuff. It's just we're not quite there yet. We're going to continually have storms form throughout the day in this region. It's just going to be a busy day of storm after storm after storm, and so that's what we're kind of working with now. And you can see there's driving past a mesa. Full New Mexico mode right now. But yeah, we're going to work our way back up north here, and we'll see. I feel like I need to get, this is very unorganized in here right now. It's not what I like. It's not how I like my chase car to feel, so we're going to need to take a beat in a second just to take a couple minutes to organize stuff, move stuff around, make it feel a little better. Still suspect the storms of the day will form to our east and south a little bit. Go through Duran here really quick. It's a little bitty town here. Little settlement here in New Mexico. Imagine the population of this is what, 100 maybe? If that. Probably closer to like 50. I'm sorry, bud. I know you're taking it hard today. Got Sam back there. He's taking everything just so hard. He actually had a little upset tummy earlier. That's a great question. If it's too cold or not right now, I think we're right on the verge of it being too cold. It'd be pretty shocking right now for a tornado to happen. I think we're still in the early stages of the day. I think I think the stuff that we want to chase might be taking shape right now to our due south, perhaps. So basically east of Ruidoso, northeast of Ruidoso. So I'm just going to walk down here a little bit in the car and see what this looks like. But these look very cold, almost even elevated, but not. They're not quite elevated, but they're pretty. They still got some surface rootedness to them, but they're not very menacing right now. These further north. Kind of hoping for a mesoscale accident early in the day up here before we made any other moves. Up here, you can see that dark area up there is the storm base, and then there's dark area that's the precip, and so this has that look of a pretty cold, blobby type of storm for sure. You can see. Zoom in just a little bit. Just going to try to get around the other side of that mesa we've been fighting with for the last little bit. Yeah, this is very cold looking, needless to say. Has a look of very low instability. Not really even seeing that much lightning in it. Even like radar is picking up a little bit, actually. More than I thought where it would be. Interesting. Opens up here very shortly. Just you go from all these trees to no trees. Oh, there was a lightning strike. I didn't see where it was at, but there's definitely a lightning strike. There we go. And you can see all the way across here. Let's zoom out. It's actually one of those, looks like it's way out there, but you're underneath it quickly, which means the cloud bases are really low. When that happens, when you feel like underneath it, and it's just like almost instantaneous. I mean, sure. Oh, let's see what's going on with that. Should be mono. I love it though. Love that there's audio on just one side. Well, this will fix it. I was trying not to do this, but we'll do it. I believe in you. What do you think about that, Sam? It's raining. Ooh. Well, that'll probably fix it temporarily. Well, you let me know, Steve, if that fixed it or not. Yeah, let me know if that fixed it. Hopefully it did. It's supposed to be running in mono on just one of the microphones I have hooked up. Wrong idea. Okay. You stay safe. Oh, there it is. All right. See right out here, it's very cold looking, right? It's a very cold looking storm right now. Here, let's bring you down right there. It's a very cold looking storm right through here. Darker core right up there to our north and west, but just going back here, it's not as much. Low cloud basis though, so you know, you can't discount anything just yet. Yeah, that'd be the core of the storm, just right back there. Right, so yeah. Very cold looking, very cold feeling. I think we're probably sub 60 on our temperature right now. That dark area on the right side is the core of this storm. I'll go up here to this corner and pull off though, because it would be cool to shoot this down that road. That's basically what it would be. Linear segment thing coming up from the south now. I'll tell you what. the doubt here. Great question. Oh my God, back cramp, back spasm. Well, let's get this fixed and we'll work on that audio. I just saw Steve's told me that it's still having issues. I know how we can fix it. It just will result in less clear audio when what we need to do. There. On the stream, it's pretty fast, so I don't know if the camera would have picked it up. It's a very quick radar. Here, I don't need to look at velocity right now. There's nothing to look at there. Yeah, that one coming up to this from the south is watch. Just put all y'all up. Especially when we drive. And if I step out of the car, you won't hear me very well. Unless I'm right beside the other camera, which we're looking remotely. I don't think there's anything tornadic in the whole risk area right now, looking at it. All right. We're still like in the process of like getting organized here. It's not great. That's where we're at though today. Now the one to the south is the one that's really got my eye north of Ruidoso right now. This is just blobby mass. I mean, it's very clear even on this too, so let's turn it over to this one. This camera, so I'm about to take the other one down. Definitely didn't even go 5 minutes. Yeah, nothing to report right now. You are interested in Sam's interactions with cows. Right, Sam? Lots to talk about then. if you are interested in Sam's interactions with cows, this stream has been nothing short of a fantastical voyage. So we're moving. This just leads towards probably better than just sitting around and doing nothing. So we'll see it too. Yeah, temperature is 56 here right now. So yeah, there's no way, absolutely no way you're gonna get something tornadic right out of this. I mean, not saying no way you can get tornado at 56 degrees, but I don't think the conditions in the environment support that right now. This in our overall radar picture, we're definitely getting that band that models had predicted, and they also were very consistent in predicting that you would get storms that formed in such a way that I guess the best way to put it is that you would get some that would be supercells just along and ahead of it throughout the day, and they'd rotate and do some interesting things. Another one coming up from our south. Take a look at the velocities on both of these. One south is definitely spinning. This one up here, maybe, but doubts that's the case. Yeah, maybe. The answer is maybe. It's probably no. In this context, probably no. Yeah, stuff we were looking at is now just gone full blob. Continuing to try to get development to the east and north of this. Yeah, I think the overall game plan has to be to plan to try to intercept something coming out of the south and east. It's got to be the game plan. upgraded tomorrow to a 5% risk, an elevated risk in East New Mexico as well. So that's good. There's another cell to the south. We'll pull off up here. Across the road, pull off in this little parking lot-ish thing. I want to look at some of the environmental data right now and see where we might want to be trying to point the car toward. This is stuff I was hoping maybe you could eke out something stupid early, but it's definitely not going to happen. So it's time to figure out the next step in this process. South Central, there we go. Surface visible satellite. Yep, there's a lot of agitated Q to our east, isn't there? Probably the play. So I think this stuff's going to stay frontally. So we're going to have to hope for something forming out east. So you don't have to look at anything else. That's all we need to look at. One satellite image. If you're looking at home, you're wanting to follow along. Why did I make the choice I just made? Playing these early storms. But if you look at satellite image, you see a lot of clear air, good solid cumulus to our east. I think you'll get some supercells forming. Yep, there's a severe thunderstorm warning to our south as well. Also tornado possible tag on it. Tornado possible tag is fascinating. We can also get east if we go south, so that's what we're gonna do. We'll do that. What do you think, Sam? What do you think? Sam's not sure about that. He's not sure about the chase strategy today, I think. What do you think about that? Yeah, you're not. He refused to even look at me because he's so unsure about what we're going with today. Yeah, we're gonna go south, and that'll allow us to see this storm, the supercell with the tornado possible tag coming north. We'll get a glimpse of it as well. But we can also get east. We'll be able to get east into the air we want to be in. This does mean, though, we'll probably sacrifice internet for about 30 minutes. So there will be a 30-minute downtime coming up as we go east out of Corona. Something I wanted to not do, but I think that's probably the prudent thing, is to do that and see what happens once we get east. I did see it was rotating on radar as well, so that does mean it does follow. So we're going to bust through this storm up here. We're going to actually core this one coming up, so it'll be a little bit of excitement before we go right on in. The SAM cam. It's actually, interestingly enough, next year I'm hoping to have a permanent SAM cam that we can switch to. Yes, DuPage is really great, and they have a lot of great materials on there. Yeah, this is a great area to chase out here. Oh, you're absolutely welcome about that. Isolated storms for sure. To answer that question, absolutely isolated. You want semi-isolated. You want some storms. You want like some storm mergers. A great paper by Cameron Nixon just dropped, I think, today about that. But yeah, storm mergers are a very important piece of the tornado puzzle. We're getting closer and closer to why do some storms produce tornadoes and some don't? Why do some do, supercells do and some don't? We're getting a lot closer to that. Sam is incredibly excited right now. Just a little bit. What do you think about that? He just found out he's on camera. Doesn't know what to do with it. Yeah. And we're doing our best to make Sam feel warm and welcome today. It is 59 degrees outside right now. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, go into this little storm, pop out on the other side, blast east. We're at 60 miles total driving. We're in great shape. I don't even know if we'll be without internet for 30 minutes. It might be a lot shorter than that. Oh yeah, that's our first storm. We want to get there. We're going to come at this storm from a pretty weird angle. We're going for the one that's north and east of Ruidoso, the severe warning storm right now. We're going to go to Corona and blast east out of there. There's not many roads, so it's pretty easy to know which way you're going at that point. Fun fact, if you are into the Roswell scene, the reported UFO crash actually happened outside of Corona and not Roswell. For the record, it's one of those things that people always get wrong, but the actual reported crash happened south and east outside of Corona, actually. It's called the Roswell incident. That's because purportedly whatever crashed there was taken from that site at Corona to the airbase at Roswell. So I'm an old school. I'm definitely not like the crazy conspiracy people you see today because they're out and downright mean, and I'm also one of the targets of them. But I do love me some old school 1970s, 1980s conspiracy theories. Stuff I grew up with as a kid. Even though most of them aren't. It's the reason why most of them haven't been proven. And never will be. But still. Yeah, you see this right here? Tilt up. This is actually, you can see how it's tilted from top right to bottom left. This is outflow. So this is outflow driven stuff right here. We're along the cold front, and that's exactly what you're seeing right now. So this is cold frontal shelfie stuff happening right above us. We're getting sideswiped a little bit by it as we blast out. Route us to that so I know how far we got. Come on, internet, I need you to load. This one. And the cell we're moving to right now is the one right at Corona. So severe, not too big of a problem. It gets out, turns left for 12 miles. before this storm is in the 40s. 49 on my thermometer right now. That's crazy. Might as well be snow chasing. If I could go up a couple of thousand feet, I'd be in snow. These things, I don't know how big of a hail, like how big hail sizes are going to be today, but there's going to be a lot of it. I promise you that. All these storm season, it's pretty strong. It's been dropping a ton of hail. Probably not a lot of it, but there'll be some. Or probably not so. That was. There's going to be a lot of it, but not going to be huge, probably, is my guess. All of a sudden. There's another one forming. The one north of the one we're looking at, one just southeast of Corona, also starting to take on a bit of a supercell shape. I suspect these storms aren't going to be very big either today. Supercells will be pretty small in terms of storm size, which is something that we'll see. That's a very loaded question. I'll just say that about hail size and updraft strength. Because no, but yes at the same time. There's basically there's an old school approach to hail forecasting where it's environmentally based, visibility, wind shear, etc. But that same paper Cameron wrote about storm cell mergers and tornadoes. Same is true for those types of things with hail size. The answer is it depends, and it doesn't necessarily revolve around the environment fully. There are storm scale processes that are important to determining the hail size. So yes, but no. It's a very loaded, complicated question, much more complicated than you would actually think. But an updraft that can suspend and keep hail sizes like baseball size hail up and growing is a quite powerful storm, to be sure. So, but that's not always the case though, because you can get 4,000 cape storms with small hail, but it's still a 4,000 like extreme instability storm with the same type of updraft accelerations and such. So that's why the overwhelming evidence is beginning to show that it's not quite as easy as just what's the environment look like. It's very complicated, more so than we ever imagined or dreamed. But that's also good because that means we're getting closer to an answer on that stuff. So. Now, because we're on the back side of everything, we got to bust back through this line of stuff. We have to bust through a possible up to severe storm. As we blast east here, 7 miles. 7 miles till we do. This is the worst. There's like several parts of storm chasing I hate. This is one of them, when you're moving from one spot to the other and you're technically moving in between storms and you're uncomfortable as heck about the whole thing because you don't, stuff's happening but it's not where you're at. I hate it. I hate this part of it. Well, we'll get there. We'll be okay. 6 miles. I can see the hills that Corona's nestled in right here, so we'll be good. And just a reminder, as we turn east here, there's a very strong likelihood that we are going to lose cell coverage for 20 or 30 minutes. So just want to preface that, let everybody know that, so you know ahead of time. So if you do want to stick around with us, be sure that when we do lose coverage, know that it'll probably be 20-30 minutes after that before it's back, and we'll be back online as soon as we can. But next year, the reason why something I'm hoping to do next year is to get that Starlink internet on the car. Excited about that possibility, actually. So it can be a redundant piece. Use that plus cell network, so we should be fine in terms of cell coverage. Never lose it again, most likely. But definitely ready for anything. So we can do that and build resilience in our connection. Connectivity models. I don't like being down if we can help it. Let's turn that down more. It's going to be hard to get that bright. I can see some good updrafts here flying right behind, so that's when you turn left would be good. We're going to bust right through. It's a pretty good strong updraft there to our left. Outside the window. Yeah, right there. Strong. It's a good powerful updraft. You don't see it just barely. Down just a hair here. Pretty convinced it's no longer helping me. Alright. Getting into Corona now. This is 3 miles until we actually can get turned out. Sounds about bad. It's not a great sign. Not a great sign at all. Yeah, the storm spin up and die that quickly. You don't have a lot of instability. Right. 6 miles. We are starting to drop frames now, so this is a great question. Updrafts are basically the cloud base. That basically when you're looking at a thunderstorm forming, that what some people call a thunderhead or whatever, it's the bottom of that. That's that whole area is the updraft, and the base of that cloud is the updraft base. So when you're looking at a storm, if you see a dark cloud over you, that's an updraft, almost certainly, of some sort. So it's that simple, actually. Updraft, downdraft is relatively simple. Downdraft would be where the rain's falling. So yeah, bud. Yeah, we're gonna turn in left here shortly. Ready? Corona. Get through this. Keep on going south. Underneath to nothing. As of right now. Chase right now. I think we are probably okay. We'll lose folks for a bit, but once we get on the other side of this, you'll hear from us again. So so eventually you're going to lose us here. Don't know when that will happen, but it will happen. As we get out of town here. Storms are going for it now. That it's accumulated up. That's just what we drove through. That was cool. south storms, which is what we expected. We expected them to also, a few of them to be supercells throughout the day, maybe a couple just ahead of it as well. So we've got that happening. So everything's kind of going according to schedule today. And yeah, so we're just gonna make our way east here. Got one cell we're gonna bust through shortly. I don't know what it's gonna be, what we're gonna end up with. Maybe we'll keep service throughout this. Maybe it'll be longer than I think it is usually, but I do have a feeling we're gonna lose our connection in the next little bit. But so far so good. So maybe just maybe keep this going. We're 26 miles away from having service again, so the outage will not be as long as I thought it might. So it'll only be 10 or 15 minutes, but still, maybe without service for that little bit, for sure, somewhere in here. Unless they vastly improved the connection through here, which is also incredibly possible. Nice lightning strike. I don't know if you would have saw that. It's pretty small. Let's actually zoom in a bit. So, a better vantage point. We'll try our best here. The plan is to chase for a few hours here, so right. I think the hope is to chase to 5 or 6 or so sometime. The sun's setting a lot earlier this time of year, and instability really goes away toward dark, and we're probably not going to chase after dark too here. Just not going to do that. This is not the type of day we put in maximum effort. I'm sorry, it's just not. We're doing what I call the bare minimum today. We're chasing. Oh my gosh, we gotta stop that. There. Love it. Not far from El Paso today. Actually, we are. We're like 4.5 hours, but still. We're outside of Vaughn, New Mexico. We're actually technically outside of Corona, but I haven't updated the bug yet. But outside of Vaughn works, near Vaughn, because that's technically close enough. This dark area you see ahead of us is a storm. We're actually probably going to end up core punching it. We're just missing it. I just missed the core. Radar just updated. Looks like it's going to be passed before we get there, but which is good. We'll run across another yellow swath of it. So far, I'm really happy with how we've kept service this whole time. Maybe we're in better shape than I ever thought. Dropping like a rock down. So yeah, we should still lose service. It's a thing I'm definitely, it's been an open speculation point for about 20 minutes now, but I feel like we're going to lose service any minute. But I think it's going to be closer to 10 or 15 at most before we get service. So as you can see, we're going in, there's these mesas on both sides. They really close in, and it becomes a pretty closed-in valley coming up. It's hardly a break at all. Probably still lose it a couple of times here, but we're doing pretty good. okay back there, bud? See how long the service lasts. Yeah, every time we hit a dip, we lose that silence. That silence. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. We're streaming. God, I hope the service is a lot better right here. This is where we want to be. Better right here. This is where we want to be. Yeah, see, that's legit. Yeah, see, that's a legit supercell right there. Seems like no matter what we do, we can't get it good. Fashion wall cloud over there, though. I think it's looking. Let's try to turn south here. Cloud right there, and it did. It was pretty robust a second ago. Oh! Sam, back this way! problem not having the mic on me is you can't hear anything anymore. Yeah, there's the storm. It's going to try to form another wall cloud, it looks like. Trying to keep Sam corralled here too close to the car. It's a little bit of a safer spot to let him out and run around a little bit and explore. Well, we have here supercell right out there for flat mates. Kind of walking on a second. It's not quite there right now. Nice downdraft though, pretty strong. It's kind of cool. Right now, and yeah, I can see it. What? Oh. Sam! Hey, buddy! Come on! Come on! Come on! Hold up! Hold up! Good boy! Oh my God! Oh. That was amazing! Good job, buddy! How was that run? Was that a good run? Sam's here to tell you that he just had a good run out there. Actually, Chase, what was that? A raven? Should I chase a raven down the road? Yeah? Say hi to everybody. Now and in the future. You believe this? People will be watching this even in the future, possibly. You can see there, that's that scud trying to rise up in the base, and in a broader view, you can see the entire storm there. So supercell, South Milan, New Mexico. Oh, I can actually some stop. Plug in here. They should probably severe warn this again. Pulling a lot of scud up again. Probably getting our wall cloud trying to form. Right there. So yeah, you can see it happening. I'll go adjust this shot now for the time lapse needs to be closer. Buckle in, grab up the limb, bud. Buckle here. Sam needs his water. Base remains pretty elevated though. Rolled up on it. Probably, if you go back in the stream, it might have got through for a couple of seconds. There was a pretty bulky wall cloud for a bit there. It's not there anymore, obviously, but you're good. It's good stuff right there. So at least as of right now, I'm not seeing an immediate tornado threat play out with this, but this is the cell to watch right now in the region. I'm going to put a special weather statement on it. It's a good question. We're getting some decent southeast winds, 15 knots or so. It's not very strong. Definitely looks like we got our little updraft forming here on the east side of this one. That's what it looks like. And you can see if you go here, you can zoom in on that area of scud that's continually trying to go back off of that view just a little bit. So yeah. It does feel chilly though, unfortunately. Usually I haven't had much luck on the high plains when it feels cold. Doesn't mean it won't. That's definitely trying to do a wall cloud again. It's trying to pull up scud and make a wall cloud happen. And that's awesome. That's a good day in El Paso if it can rain. It's never too terrible. Well, we've got some more storms down west of Roswell. Those are really robust looking. We're gonna end up going all the way down there. I can feel it. We got this one right now, so it's hard. It's hard to say no. That's a much better environment, though. I'm piddling around up here in the northern risk area where wind shear is a little better though up here, so, and I think through 0 to 3 kilometer cape's about equal from what I saw. Yeah, those are looking really good to our south. Shear, surface climate. Yeah, shear's pretty good. Bulk shear. Lower LCOs. Yeah, it's definitely pulling up stuff again though. You can see it. It's just slowly trying to do that thing again where it looks a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I mean, surface to 3 kilometer capes higher up here, just ever so slightly. This is part of the big corridor, so just not the best overall environment. I don't think that's updating. Just get that off there because that doesn't look, that's not right. That's just going to mess me up. I'm going to get a little bit of rain here shortly. Yeah, I mean, it's got a lowering again on it. You just watch that scud material, that cloud material just go up into the base, seeing that wall cloud condense. One second. Hey, sir. Hey. I know. Put that down there. Hey, look at that. It's like licking the seat. I gave him an incredible little chewy bone to work off of. Well, I don't know why we switched to USB there. And why it was looking out the window. It should be looking at me anyways. Yeah, just taking a look at this storm. Let's take a look right out here. You can see just trying to get a wall cloud here outside of Lawn, New Mexico right now. We've got elevated tornado risk. This is a sub-severe storm actually, but it's in an environment that's somewhat favorable for tornadoes. Interestingly enough, we don't have a watch out yet, but let's see. We did issue an MD though. Yeah, they're saying brief tornadoes possible, so it's very much not. The last is very much not typical. I'll just say. I have to move that in a second. Just move this over. Getting a little bit of rain up on us now. It should go away shortly. Yeah, I mean, it's still definitely trying. It's trying its hardest. rumbles up above us now. That's looking better now. also don't want to wait so long that the stuff to the south just goes and does the tornado thing, and we're sitting here looking at this. Oh man, that should be on that, yeah, that should be on that vantage point, goodness. Hey Sam. It's almost to the road up here, so that's good. Oh wow, that was close. We just had lightning strike somewhere close here. You hear that? Yeah, that's a big wall cloud now. That is, we're trying. We are certainly trying. Zoomed in view of it. Very ragged right now. It's going to try. It's going to give it a shot. Just to reset, if you're just joining us, we're outside of Lawn. We're at Lawn, New Mexico right now, not outside. Big storm, got a big wall cloud on it. Zooming in there, you can see it's definitely getting lower to the ground. So we are out here waiting in anticipation. Let's do this. Wow, that is looking really good. Good. Glad this thing decided to wait till I got close to us to get interesting again, Sam. Man, my allergies are terrible. I've got the most massive headache, buddy. Keys, get back. Keys, get back. Let's see if we got some Tylenol in here. Sinus headache, by the way. Okay, that says Tylenol. Okay, it is Tylenol. Just making sure before I take some strange pill. Oop. It's very solid there on the right side. Left side looks very ragged. Let's zoom out. You can see that. Oh, but it's still not holding it together. Very much not holding it together. But it looks good on radar. You should probably severe warn it again. Boy, that's scary. Cloud's still there. Continues to morph and shift. Another storm come up to on the left side there. left of this one, further east. You watch, keep an eye on that one too. Just shivered. It's a little chilly out here. You take a closer view here. And the thing is, definitely keeps looking interesting, doesn't it? It's not quite there yet. Not quite there yet, but it's... Goodness, this thing looks straight out of the cold season, I'll tell you that. So I have another storm forming right over us. What's that, buddy? So yeah, just a reminder, this is a storm that's not even severe warned right now. It should be at this point, but maybe my warning data isn't quite there. But it's got a lowered area there. It's got a nice updraft base around it. Supercell for sure. Got a wall cloud on it. If you take a zoom in there, we're zoomed in on also the that area. Unfortunately, this camera out here is setting at that fence line. But there's no way to look around the fence line there. So we're just gonna sit here and enjoy the view from this spot. Isn't it? Those are big drops. I think that's because we do. Yep, we do indeed. I think we got a second storm forming here, right on top of us. All right. Now, let's do that. Turn that on. I need to go fetch this camera because it's about to start raining hard. Just in the nick of time. Okay. Go out here onto the highway. Really quick. So we can maneuver around. That dark base there, that dark cloud, is the new updraft that's like forming a storm right on top of us. try to get closer to this thing. And that may mean we necessarily lose you on service again. It's not too far over here that we lose service, but that's a big wall cloud. This thing has developed now, and I want to try to get close. Storm chasers. Like, where's all the dang traffic coming from? No, it's storm chasers. Okay, yeah, all these folks are storm chasers. It's a big old looking wall cloud there. There we go.
Right there, big wall cloud on this supercell. This thing is definitely very low to the ground. That clear flank downdraft, that area that kind of concentrates the rotation, trying to wrap around this thing. Maybe
This is nice. Definitely can't keep a connection. on that one. Yeah, I got it on two, don't I? Yeah, I got it on two, so you can see it. It's the area right there. Car ready to move. Go. Let's go. Sam, it is cold as heck out there. It is horribly cold. Like a supercell. I think it's because we did. I know what happened. It's the storm that blew up right over us. Bam, blew up, and this old one died. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. The one that was over us is blown up, and the one south of us died. Okay, that's good. Radar, though. Shoot. Alright. Should probably drive. Yeah, it's getting very... radar screen's getting very busy now, folks. I know I got service now, but yeah, radar screen's getting very busy. I have no idea how much of that you got to see, but we got to see slight to moderate rotation past a couple miles there. That area is still to our north. It does not look nearly as good because there's another storm that's formed just to its east, actually. I can probably very carefully. Yeah. east. Oh, still not loaded. Oh, there. I guess you can't see that, but that's a new storm to the east. Old storm to the west there. Switch it over and see. No, alright, it'll be great. Batteries out on that one too. That's cool though. This thing's not a total loss. More storms for south. I'm on camera. It wouldn't burp loudly, but you know, it's whatever. You're riding with me for these this time. So yeah, that storm almost produced. Sorry, I was doing a little bit of a quick analysis on road options and radar and such using the dashboard here. Yeah, not much. I mean, we're just gonna go out here to 285, I think, and we're gonna take a beat, kind of think about what we want to do next. That was not like close to a tornado, but it also wasn't far from a tornado. It wasn't like a non-zero tornado chance. So, you know, I just think that obviously we've got much to do. There are updrafts ahead of me too, though. I mean, everything's going vertical now, so I think we're just going to get a lot of storms. You know, weather models said today was going to get crowded, and it's getting crowded very quickly. In fact, got stuff forming up toward Fort Sumter, all the way to the east. That's just, so yeah, it's where I could miss taking shape as well. Going big in terms of storm. It's also in the updraft's actually trying to take shape out here in the free warm sector. Behind us is a front of sorts, and ahead of us is just the open warm sector. Because there is not much of a gap with this closed low, and there's a lot of lift, there can be a lot of little storms, and some will actually grow into become big storms and supercells, etc. So that's, you know, that's what we're watching and following right now. I'm interested in them because there's a lot of them in a little area. It's going to happen as they merge together. That's the question I have right now. And then this one that just went up has a pretty decent bit of rotation on it. And there's another one going up to its east as well. There's one, this one's got rain here. Yeah, it's very apparent it's got rain. We're about to drive through this one that's going up. There we go. I don't know what I want to do. I want to go for the northwest one, I think, but I don't know. Once the south has some open air, we'll probably do south. I know if they can get their act together. Told myself I'd start back 100 left, so I'm scared about my chip card not working and me having to, or my card not working, period. For the day. I think we're going to try to go, there's two different options. Just reset, we're looking at a storm to our north and west. That's definitely, that almost did the tornado thing earlier. It's still there. It's moving into slightly cooler air, but I don't know. It's still supercell. But we do have also a collection of really strong looking cells to our south. And those might be the ones we want to do, but they're not supercells right now, so it's a risk. You're kind of betting on them organizing into something that isn't. Yeah, it's just hard. And the one to our north just went severe warning too, which is also makes it hard. Getting south's hard on these if they go, but we can, well, we'll go north and then go east out of them if we have to. Let's do that. A lot of sense, doesn't it? So it also gives those to ourselves time to possibly organize up. Sam slobbered over my filter. Oh, that's terrible. It's okay, buddy. You wouldn't have known. What the heck is going on? Dramatic system collapse a second ago. Hey, bud. gonna turn north. I'm gonna see if I can't see this thing toward north, and then make a decision from there. So the south thing is blobby, but I don't think it's gonna stay blobby. I think it's gonna become a supercell. So we don't want to discount it becoming the thing we're looking for. All right. Where are you at? Let's take a look at the radar just to co-locate. There's so many updrafts today's a day where it's really helpful to actually have a bit of a radar. Yeah, that's, let's go south. That's in there, but it's being embedded, and I just, there's no way that's going to do anything. It's too small. This thing to our south has a chance, and there's one further south that would have a chance. Let's just do those two and hope for the best. South to be in range of this other one. Yeah, you can see out there, that's just a bunch of storms going up in the same spot. It's not very conducive for tornadoes. That one's too crowded in this type of environment. This thing to our south will have a good chance though. Probably gotta go 10 miles or so south. It's trying to pull in a wall cut there. Sorry, buddy. Let's not even worry about that. That's our storm, though. That's the one we're going for. And as our second storm of the day, we're going to attempt to do something with. We'll see what we can do with it. Obviously, I don't see any signs of wall cloud, lowering of any sort. So nothing like that is visible. Should be able to see something. Oh, if it's got something, we'll see it in not too long. base right there. Let's just go ahead and zoom right on in. Right there it is. Guys, our next storm. It's got a big lowering on it. This thing's becoming a supercell. Got a ways to go south yet to line up our shot with it, but go before it gets too far. Back. Please. Definite supercell though. It definitely did what I thought it would do. Oh, goodness gracious. Self-cap base right there. Further too. See both of them. See the wall cloud there. See the lowering on the right, and there's you look a little bit further to the left, and then the right, and there's the other one. So there's two storms, two supercell with their lower bases. stuff, we can stop and camera on this thing. It looks like a freaking mess of stuff. Goodness. This stuff is Grunge Fest 9000 is what this is. This is Grunge Fest 9000. Every gate has been going right up a hill. Oh, my favorite. Great view of this thing. If I could just not be looking up a dang hill the whole time. These are great gates to pull off on. There's no point in it because you can't see underneath it at all. There we go. This hill isn't any good. That's basically you gotta find a new spot. Signal. It's gotta be at the top of this hill. That's really the hope we got. That's good. just change that, buddy. Okay, that's funny, man. That is funny. You cannot change the camera to look at you, okay? You are not the star. Okay, you might be the star of the show, but people want to see the storm right now, okay? That was pretty funny, though. Good job. Good, buddy? You doing good? Can't get out here, okay? It's a big fat no. You look. Ah, that thing just looks mean, doesn't it? Oh, big lightning strike again. It's severe warned. Not tornado warned. I was curious about that. across the road north of us. Yeah, both of these grungy as heck, though, aren't they? Okay. Wow, there's another big one though, right there in the middle of the frame. This experience I have. Chasing ghost. Sarah's watching. It's my partner right there. Commenting on the storm. That's worth covering it up for just a little bit. Sam, I'm gonna get the big wide angle lens out after this thing. 7mm out. Ready for this? 9 actually better. A little scary. The radar's not that impressive, I will say. There you go. Want to smell? I should probably be better about that. Giving the boy a little bit more to enjoy. Getting through the hill or rain in the front flank. This will pass really close to us now. Wow. Wow. Goodness gracious. I just feel like this is probably
doing? Oh my god. Yay, bud.
Oop. Not even close. Almost, yeah, no, one's our south is bigger hill. City, friends. Big meanie right there. Get back at that. That is a big meanie. Looks very mean. It's got gold. So we're going south to the last storm. Going south to the last storm of the day. Down here toward Roswell. I don't even want to play with it. It's not going to do anything visible. It's crossing the highway as we speak, so it's moving off into no person's land. There would be no way to document that, so no sense in even trying. That was terrible. So that's why I just started our update. It was awful. Might be getting to the point we're done. I said about 5 would be about the time we'd be over, for sure. It'd be over. I'm starting to feel like it. It's starting to feel like that was prescient. And that looks awful, awful, awful south. There's not even any type of mezzo on it. It's just blob. This is up here has shelfy-ish structure. Yeah, cloud bases are extremely low. Yeah, we can get it. We can get it. So yeah, that latest scan of the south, I was thinking we had in our supercell south. That latest scan looks horrible. So I'm just gonna let this thing go by us up here. We're just gonna switch up here and take this thing on and watch it go past and probably call it. There's literally no reason, absolutely no reason to keep going. That's the difference between us and a lot of other folks, is that when it's clear it's over, we call it, it's over. There's a nice supercell between Santa Rosa and Tucumcari. We are also not going to be getting to that. That's way too far. That's over 100 miles away. But that one actually is probably the one. If there's a storm that's going to produce a tornado in the state of New Mexico, in this 5%, right now, it'll be that one. None of this other stuff is going to do it, for sure. But yeah. As we drive up on it, this is the shelf cloud on the rear flank downdraft. All that hanging down stuff, that's from this storm that's just rushing out of a rear flank downdraft. The storm is HP. If there is a tornado on this storm, if there were, there's not rain directly ahead of us and to the right. So, yeah, that's this is absolutely not gonna do it. No. And it's moving off. This storm is also, unfortunately for every storm chaser in the world right now, who's down here. And so it's rough right now. Looking rough. It's basically clouds condensing. This is right on the outflow, and feet off the ground. It's low. It's quite, but we've got a definite. Let's see, it's over here. It's just all. I mean, if you've chased enough storms, you see something like this, you know what you're looking. It's just outflow, grungy garbage and stuff. Like, you're not looking for a tornado at this point, but the storm will move off. It'll move off into basically open land. Storm door south is moving up, but it is continuing to weaken rapidly. Wild. This cloud scraping base here is we're talking 20 feet probably. Be careful. This is not a storm for me to lose a windshield in. I think that goes without saying. Some people don't care, but this is one of those where I care. It's not worth adding that expense onto a chase day. This day is not that good. We should be able to come out from the backside here and come across a big hill swath, though. That'll probably be the last thing we do for the day. Wow. Awesome. No. Definitely I've had worse chase days. That was interesting. Some pretty solid supercells. That last one's lagging on it. Run across some of this hail that would have fell on the highway up here. Yeah, up to line size, 2-inch hail. So let's see if we can confirm that. Let's do a little bit of science here. See if we can confirm that that hail was that big. As we come back through here. It's so cold that if it was, it's still going to be pretty big on the ground. Up here on it though. Don't want to go too fast. Get ourselves in trouble. Yeah, we're definitely wanting to see how big the tail got here. Looking out to my east, Nothing looks tornado-y. You'd have a little bit better vantage point here than you did back to the south. Nothing. This does have a better shape to it. The storm does on radar. But again, it's moving basically north. And there's just no roads. There's literally no roads there's no road. This road to the next road it crosses is about 50 miles up there. It's a long way. So we're getting into the hail now. The next road it crosses up there is about 50 miles up there. And there's only one other road. We can go south and east about 30 miles to then go north, but we're going to be like 30 miles east of it. So that's New Mexico. You just learn out here. You'll sometimes learn just to let it go. Let it go. Yep. I mean, this is all hail on the road. You see this? This is hail that's been dropped by this storm. It's 51 degrees. I do not see anything big. Just yet. Wonder if we get up here a little ways if it gets bigger. Right now it's very, very small. I'll put that on the other end. Well. Alright. Maybe that's it. I did not expect it to be that narrow, given the radar presentation. I guess that's that. Well, I can tell you that was the hail sizes. There was nothing bigger than quarter there. There was nothing big in that whatsoever that I can see. Down windshield wipers. Oh, here somewhere. Here somewhere. Okay, maybe it's in here. This is all very small too. Just wondering why it seems so small. Shouldn't have a small hail swath like that. Yeah, the radar had the core moving through in this area, so I would think if there is adjacent to the updraft, so this is where the biggest hail would have fallen if there is some big hail in this. Yeah, this looks like it does what a lot of these high plane storms do. It is so cold today. I mean, you're talking temperatures are like 65. That the freezing level is just above the surface. Like, it's not far at all. So almost the entire updraft is in the freezing layer, which means it's going to be very efficient at producing hail. Doesn't look like there's big hail because of that, which is often the case. There's a lot of hail, but there's not big hail. This does not look that big at all. I'm about to stop up here. We're going to give this a shot and see. See if we can find anything that's any big. Some hail fog up here. Really quick just to see. Hey bud, you okay? Yeah? good? Okay. I mean, look down here. I'm not going to get out since there's trucks and stuff driving past right now, but that was awesome. That one was, I don't see anything big. A lot of stuff crumpled together. Biggest I can see down there is about quarter. Let's drive up here. There's some hail fog up this way. See, this is stuff when you storm chase. This is a lot of days. You know, you expect the tornadoes, and the tornadoes aren't happening, right? There's not. You said there could be a tornado chance today, but there's not a tornado going on right now, right? Well, you can either be completely bored and uninterested in the day, generally. You can do that, or you could enjoy the fact that, man, this little weather system has caused this right here. Look at this up here. Got some fog. That is fog, hail fog. Right up there, that's hail fog. That's what that's called. It's in a little valley. Sam? Goodness gracious, man. Sam is trying to play chemical warfare in here. It's not very kind. So, yeah. As we go down here, there's the fog. Some hail fog right here. Look at this. Again, still, I have not seen any stones, hailstones that are too big. I don't even think anything's golf ball here. This thing is worn for lime-sized hail, so 2-inch hail. And as we go into this fog, here we go. It's very Halloween. See, this is from this hail is causing cooling here at the surface, and it's condensing rapidly because the air is cooling, and so you're getting a localized area of fog here in this bottom. Yep, hail fog. It's pretty cool. See, again, this is, like I said, this is the stuff you gotta really enjoy if you're out here storm chasing, because this is a lot of your days. Is enjoying storms, doing things that they do, and learning about them and seeing them do those things that you have read about in the books and such. And that's exactly what's happening today. So, yeah, we're just slowly making our way. There we go, coming out the other end of the hail fog. Look at that. And the hail's gone too. Stop up here and try to zoom in on that. Back. Like this, and now look at that. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, we just drove through. Looks like there's a little turnaround up here, so we can go back. What do you think about that, buddy? Sam's intrigued. You intrigued, buddy? Cool, huh? There we go. Stop up here. Turn around just right up there. Yeah. There you go. Watch them just go. They're flying. They're about to slam on their brakes. There you go. Going Going into the fog. Yeah, that's cool. It's just a localized area of fog caused by this thunderstorm. That is some very small scale meteorology for you. Not talk. Storm up near Tucumcari, Santa Rosa, in between those is weakening. It's not pose much of a tornado threat. Storms to our south are looking very linear. Very blobby. Alright. Cool. Alright, well, let's do this and go turn around. Hopefully no one's plowing through this fog at 80. It's going to get awkward fast, so... Where's the semi coming, though? Trying to turn our light on, are you? Great. We got to maneuver through this complex. Make sure we don't end up getting this held out. Strangely enough, this thing up here by Vaughn has very interesting look on radar. It's blobby, but the velocity was very interesting.
like 2 miles back there.
stream. I'm not going to end it just yet, but I am going to pause it. Stronger HP definitely has some rotation, better rotation now, but not reachable by us at all. I think we're pretty much done. But I'm going to pause the stream. I'm not going to end it just in case we get close to something. So if you see us come back live, please join us. Otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic Saturday. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time, be it 2 hours from now.